Traveling across the country in my hatchback camper, day 13. After leaving my campsite at Tunnel Mountain, I headed off to go check out the Hoodoo's viewpoint, because it was just across the way. And there's what they call the Hoodoo's, a certain rock formation. Amazing views of Bow River from here. Then I went for a little hike up Johnson's Canyon. It ended up being about a 7-kilometer hike to see both the upper and lower falls. Then we made it to the lower falls, and there was a huge lineup to get a picture in front of it. But luckily you could just get a picture from here, so that's all I needed. There were so many cool paths and bridges built right up against the canyon wall. Another double small waterfall. So beautiful. Just so many more small waterfalls. It's definitely worth making the hike up to the upper falls. And we made it to the upper falls, and there's absolutely no line up here to take a picture. And for sure a way bigger waterfall. Definitely worth the hike. And this was the top of the trail. There was more trails that kept going, but that concluded my hike, and then I headed back down. Rewarded myself with a nice latte at the bottom. Then I headed off to Lake Louise, where I checked out a bunch of these shops, and they had this map of the Rockies of the direction I'll be headed in the visitor center. Tried to get into Lake Louise, but it is absolutely packed. There's no parking there whatsoever. The only way to get in there is through shuttle or hiking it. It's getting pretty late. So I think we're actually going to head up to Jasper and then head back down to Lake Louise and go out the Golden Way, because I'd like to see Golden and Revelstoke. I made one more stop here along Bow Lake because it was on my way out. Absolutely gorgeous. After going north of Lake Louise, though, you pretty much lose all sort of phone reception. And I hadn't really planned for this, but that was alright. I found my rest spot for the night, and I headed off to bed, because I was exhausted after all that hiking.